Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Durand-Arkansaw High School, tonight, boys high school basketball, as Durand-Arkansaw hosts Spring Valley in a huge Dunn-St. Croix matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Panthers, it's pretty simple. Win tonight, they clinch at least a share of the Dunn-St. Croix title. Now, the last time these two teams met earlier this season, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 63-53. The Panthers are 11-1 in the Dunn-St. Croix after their 61-54 win over Mondovi. Spring Valley, they are 10-2 in the conference after their 66-58 loss to Elk Mound. Ethan Hurlbert is the leading scorer and rebounder for the Panthers with 16 points a game and 8 rebounds a game. Cade Stasic is Spring Valley's leading scorer with 16 points a game. Mason Wolf is the leading rebounder with 9 rebounds a game. This is going to be a huge game tonight, and it's going to be a tough game as well. And we'll talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Mondovi in tonight's game against Spring Valley. Coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, well, it was the final night of the regular season for girls high school basketball. And we'll tell you who won where and who's playing where tonight on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley boys basketball game, let's run down scores from last night on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Last regular game of the season for the girls as Durand-Arkansaw defeats Boyceville 58-38. Prescott over Osceola 51-25. Rice Lake defeats New Richmond 62-38. Colfax, they defeat Mondovi 59-48. Spring Valley defeats Elmwood Plum City 59-27. Elk Mound, they complete their undefeated season as they defeat Glenwood City 74-19. Of course, they're the Dunn-St. Croix Conference Girls Champions. Alma Pepin, they defeat Lincoln 58-47. Some boys' games from last night. New Richmond, they defeat Chippewa Falls 78-49. River Falls over Eau Claire North 78-42. And Eau Claire Memorial defeats Menominee 59-46. Tonight on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard in boys basketball in the Dairyland Conference, Cochran Fountain City is at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Alma Pepin is at Alma Center Lincoln. In the Dunn-St. Croix Conference, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley game, Elk Mound is at Plum City Elmwood, that game being held at Elmwood High School. Colfax at Glenwood City Mondovi is hosting Boyceville. Middle Border Conference boys hoops tonight, Baldwin Woodville at St. Croix Central. Ellsworth is at Prescott. Somerset is hosting Osceola. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. On the way, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky about the win over Mondovi in tonight's big game against Spring Valley. That's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley boys basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. And Coach, a tough game against Mondovi, but probably good to have a tough game against Mondovi for tonight's game.
Yeah, I liked how we rebounded. We actually rebounded pretty well against them. So we were fighting on the boards. I really liked our free throw percentage this time of year too. The guys kind of sealed it up, shooting well from the free throw line. We kind of joked at them the last couple of days about their 3-point percentage and what that was, but they know they're better shooters than that, and that we got back at it in practice, and they definitely showed that it's not something to worry about. But no, I thought the guys to gut that one out, being down 4 with about 4 minutes left, and say, hey, we're not losing this thing, and pull it together. That was great this time of year.
You mentioned, we were pretty ice cold from 3-point, and that just helped Mondovi with their defense, and that's how important those threes are to kind of loosen them up a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely is. That just allowed them to pack it in more and more, and when we weren't hitting from outside, and that doesn't go well. You like to hit a couple from out there to stretch them out a little bit. But our guys attacked well, got to the free throw line quite a bit. Scored 31 of our 61 points from the free throw line. That's kind of crazy for us. We've had games where we scored maybe 5 points from the free throw line too. So 31 is kind of fun, and it just showed that we were being aggressive then and getting shots up there, not sloppy turning it over and that kind of stuff. We were getting some looks.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. Well, before tonight's Spring Valley game, going to recognize Coach Terpstra, and he's done so much for not just the basketball program, but really all the sports programs here.
Yeah, he definitely has. We're going to talk a little bit about him. I think it's 33 years or so he's been on a bench somewhere, and I want to say it's about 29 years in the Durand-Arkansaw district. So just kind of honoring him. He said there's about a 5% chance he'd come back next year. So, he always leaves that out there. But definitely, for me, I think about 15 years we've been together off and on a little bit, but he's really been kind of a mentor for me to talk with about everything with hoops and just kids and what things we can do and whatever it might be. And then just the stories he's had from over the years. It's just been great to listen to and be with him. And, and we actually coached against each other a long, long time ago before I got into Durand and stuff too. And he took a little stint in coaching his daughters down in Pepin. So kind of a cool thing all the years go on by now, and having him on our bench has just been a blast, and we owe him a lot. The time he's committed to Durand-Arkansaw athletics is just amazing, and he's just a great guy too.
Now, I know he has the Durand special for football. Was there one for basketball?
Not really. Well, they had some big guy play that they used to do with a bunch of bigs back in the day, but that's just kind of been a joke. He is a wealth of knowledge, though, that guy. The thing down at the state tournament, whenever we'd go and watch games, you named any town in Wisconsin, he'd tell you the mascot. And at first I was like, oh, he's just messing around. But it was like all the time. He was almost dead on all the time. It was pretty amazing. But, when you've been around for that long and been into sports, you just start knowing almost every team. And it's pretty cool.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky. Well, taking on Spring Valley tonight, must win for the Cardinals to have any hope of having any share of the conference title. Durand wins, you at least clinch a share. This playoff game tonight, it seems like.
Yeah, it's a big game for us, a big game for them. Should be a great time of year to have one like that, and should be exciting. We both know we both have pretty good teams, so it should be a battle and should be a lot of fun.
Where's the battle going to be tonight? In the paint?
Well, a little of both. Paint's always so important, right? And they got some, their Wolf kid's a big kid inside, so we got to make sure we body him out of there and just make every look very tough for him. And he gets a lot of putback looks, too, being so big inside. So we got to make sure we're getting a body or two on him and keeping him off the boards. great guard play for them too with Stashik and Bauer. Stashik can get a shot going. We saw him last time we played him. He had like 7 threes, and most of them were, Ethan Hurlbert extended out on him and making them. I mean, it was just a very impressive outing for him that night. And then we know Jameson Bauer shoots it very well from outside, so we got to make sure we can test everything he's got and any looks that he's getting. And then the big things, if they do get that look up there, we're rebounding it and maybe getting some transition points out of it too. So it's going to be a battle. It definitely is.
Now, in that last game, Stashik was doing that. You kind of changed things up, and Parker ended up, I think, playing the whole second half. Mm-hmm. Is he able to play tonight?
He's going to give it a go. I don't think I'm going to, test that ankle out on one of the conference better players in Stashik. So we'll see, though. That adrenaline will hit, and he'll probably be fine out there. But we had him doing some minor stuff in practice, but we really didn't want to take a risk. He's looked pretty good, so we'll see how once he gets going and gets out there, how it looks. But he's going to give it a go. But I think I'm going to leave Ethan on him to start, and then we'll just see how the game takes us.
It's going to be a fun one tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right, thanks.
Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. It's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley in a big Dunn-St. Croix boys basketball matchup coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
And the wait is over. The green flag is in the air.
Returns to the World Center of Racing.
Joey, look out. Oh, they're in the wall. A.J. Allmendinger is in the fence. The entire pack blows up.
For the 66th running of the Great American Race.
We're hearing that it is official. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has won the Daytona 500.
It's the Daytona 500.
Coverage begins Sunday at 12:30 here on WRDN.
And high school, we're just moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Spring Valley boys basketball game. A special welcome to the men and women serving in the military, listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We thank you for your service, and we hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. Streaming audio being brought to you by Adams Super Service, your Napa Certified Gold Car Care Center Durand, and also Prime Realty, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealtymidwest.com. Also, welcome to those watching our broadcast on our streaming video service. Streaming video is being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. We're going to go down for our national anthem. We also have a special presentation for Coach Terpstra coming up.
we get going here, if you didn't see coming in, we are honoring certain persons tonight. And we're honoring Barry Terpstra. For 33 years, he's been on the bench. 29 of them in the Durand-Arkansaw district. And I just think that's been amazing, all the years he's put in. And I do kind of want to tell a couple little things here. The first time I met Terp, I was coaching in Billington at the time, and he was coaching his daughters in Heaven. It was a mid-season game. I think we both had about one win between both teams at the time. And the first thing he comes up to me, he's got that look he does right now, and he said, "One of us are getting away tonight." That was the first interaction I had with him, and I kind of knew I liked this guy. Barry's been a great mentor to me. It's been 15 plus years probably that we've been together. It's been great coaching with you. You even showed me how to get my first varsity technical. From the bench, literally, that was him doing the technical in one of my games. But, you know, the reason we get along so well is because you do things the right way. You do it for the kids. You really care about these guys. And you want to teach the game, you want to win, but we want these guys to be good people too. And I know that's why we've got along all these years. I sometimes look at new things and say, "Oh, we should try this, we should try that," and he always circles me back with a simple saying, "Keep it simple." And those are really good words for a coach. You can look at the new flashiest thing, but you keep it simple and let the kids make plays and good things happen. So it's one thing I really take from my time with you. Keeping it simple for a guy who loves his double pass. You know, we're truly honored to have you on the bench for all those years in Durand-Arkansaw, in the classroom. You know, raise your hand if Terps coached you at some point in your life. If you had it as a teacher, that's not quite right. And this is a small amount of people that you connect with over the years. That's really awesome. Let's see. You know, if we're thinking Terpstra, we gotta think Don. Without that whole support in you, it's pretty cool. Another one I liked was that parents' night. We had a former player of yours telling us how he's teaching his kid now how to shoot free throws. And he said, "This is how Terp taught me to do it, so this is how you're going to do it." And that just shows 33 years. It's passed down from generation to generation. Wrapping it up with I like to say it's been, I want to use one little other quote saying that I like when he says it. And that quote, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And when I look back at all the lives we connect with, the friendships we've made, the dignity that whatever may be, it's pretty cool. Thank you, Terpstra.
Giving him a standing ovation here at Durand-Arkansaw High School, Coach Barry Terpstra. Congratulations to Coach Terpstra. We are going to be chatting with Coach as well during the Bowerville Panther postgame show tonight. So we're looking forward to that as well. So again, congratulations to Coach Terpstra. Well, let's get our starting lineups tonight for the Spring Valley Cardinals. They are 10-2 in the Dun St. Croix. Coming out number 2, Cade Stasic. Number 10, senior Caden Robelia. Number 25, senior Diego Schmidt. And number 32, senior Jamison Bauer. The Cardinals in their burgundy uniforms with the white numerals, they will be going from left to right here in this first half. And for the Durand-Arkansaw Panthers, 11-1 in the Dunn St. Croix. First place in the Dunn St. Croix currently. Coming out will be number 3, junior Parker Olmstead. Number 12, freshman Luke Weber. Number 22, senior Grady Hayden. Number 24, senior Ethan Hurlbert. And number 25, junior Dane Bates. The Panthers in their white uniforms with the purple numerals. They'll be going from right to left here this evening and to start the first half. Throughout the night, we're going to be thanking our high school sports sponsors. These are the businesses and organizations bringing you tonight's game as well. Please thank all of our businesses for supporting our broadcasts, and thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons, featuring dog and pet food from Nutrisource and Diamond, located by Animas Silo, Highway 25, Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner, and the Chenfit Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services online at Chenfit-Smith or Chenfit-Smith funeralhome.com. We are ready to go. Dane Bates at center court, and he will be facing Mason Wolf as we for the tip-off. 18 minutes up on the clock. Panthers win this game tonight. They clinch at least a share of the Dunn St. Croix Conference. All right. I guess everybody's good to go. All right, here we go. And the ball is up. It's tipped, and it's going to be controlled by Grady Hayden and the Panthers, and we are underway. And across the timeline now, over to Wolf. Wolf now to Bates. Bates now back over to Olmstead. Olmstead looking for a cutter. No one there. He's at the top of the key now to Wolf. Wolf right wing. Wolf now tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Over to Hurlbert on the right wing. Hurlbert now works off the screen from Hayden. He'll drive inside now. Kicks it over to Olmstead right wing. Olmstead scores up. 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Wolf. Wolf back to Stasic. And Stasic will come across the timeline for the Cardinals. No score. Over to Robelia. Robelia now back at center. They're going to set up the offense now down to the right wing. Over to Bauer. Bauer now looking for a cutter. No one there. Wolf now around the horn we go to Schmidt. Schmidt now back to Robelia. Over to Stasic, top of the key. He's got Hurlbert in front of him. Now over to Bauer. Bauer top of the key. Back over to Schmidt. Schmidt now passes it off to Robelia on the left wing. Over to Stasic, top of the key. Thought about the three. They'll go, better not do that. Over to Bauer. Bauer now passes it to Schmidt on the right wing. They're looking for Wolf inside in the lane. Stasic scores up. 3-ball. Shot short. No good. And Olmstead with the loose ball. Olmstead now will come across the timeline. Over to Hurlbert. Hurlbert on the right wing now over to Hayden. Hayden top of the key. Hayden now will pass it off to Weber. Weber now inside to Bates. Bates kicks it back out top of the key to Hayden. Hayden now back to Wolf left wing. Wolf now will come over to the top of the key, does a spin move, head fakes the shot, has to pass it off to Bates. Bates over to Hurlbert. Hurlbert top of the key, scores up, 3-ball on the way, shot's good! By Ethan Hurlbert, 3-0 Panthers. And Stasic now across the timeline for the Cardinals. Over to Schmidt. Schmidt now back to Bauer. Bauer over to Robelia. Robelia now to Bauer on the left wing. Inside to Wolf. Wolf right baseline. Dishes it off inside to Schmidt. Schmidt puts up a tough shot. Up and in. Wow. Nice shot right around Bates. Olmstead. Bomb to Hurlbert. Hurlbert now from the right wing. Has to get it back over to Hayden. Hayden scores up. Long 3-ball. Shot short. No good. And rebounded back over to Stasic now. Stasic takes it coast to coast. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Weber. Weber. He's going to push it up court. Cross the timeline. Let's everybody go by. Over to Hurlbert now. Hurlbert back at center. Now over to Olmstead on the right wing. Back to Bates, top of the key. Bates now over to Hurlbert. Hurlbert on the right side, comes over to the top of the key, looking to try and get inside. Goes right, goes left, loses control of the ball, but regains control. Back to Weber. Weber inside to Hayden. Hayden in the lane, kicks it back out to Olmstead, top of the key. 3-ball, shot no good. And tip. And Bauer comes up with it inside to Hurlbert. Hurlbert lays it up and in. 5-2 Panthers. Over to Stasic now. Stasic across the timeline for the Cardinals. Panthers lead 5-2. Around the horn we go over to Robelia. Robelia now back at center. Robelia looking for a cutter. No one's there. Now he gets it over to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing. Bauer looking for Stasek inside, but he's not open. So they keep it on the outside over to Robelia on the left wing. Around the horn to Schmidt. Schmidt to Stasek. Stasek now. Bounce pass inside to Wolf. Wolf on right post. Goes into the lane. Spins left. Goes right. Puts up a shot. Blocked by Bates, but a foul on Bates. Nope, they're not going to call a foul. They're just going to say it's out of bounds. All right, I thought the whistle came before it went out of bounds, but all right, so it'll stay Spring Valley ball. Stasek to inbound it. Looking, inbounds it to Wolf, puts up the shot high off the glass, up and in. Inbounded to Hurlburt. 5-4 Panthers lead. And across the timeline now over to Weber. Weber now back to Hayden. Hayden top of the key. Hayden now to Olmsted, right wing, bounce pass inside to Bates. Bates now kicks it back out to Olmsted. Olmsted back to Bates. Bates with Wolf in front of him, overlays it and rebounded by Bauer. Bauer, bomb back the other way now over to Schmidt. He'll try to drive inside, but he has to kick it back out to the top of the key. 3 ball on the way, shot no good. Tip. Wolf comes up, or check that, Schmidt comes up with it. Gets it back over to Bauer. Bauer right wing now over to Schmidt. Schmidt right wing. Over to Stasek, whistle, foul. Foul will be on Hurlburt. And so inbounding it now to our right will be Stasek. And Stasek now inbounded to Wolf. Wolf now over to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing, looking for Stasek, has to pass it off to Schmidt instead. Schmidt now over to Robelia, left wing to Stasek, top of the key. He's going to drive into the lane. Does a spin move, kicks it back outside to Schmidt. Schmidt now over to Robelia. They're trying to set up a 3. I think here it comes. Bauer, 3 ball, shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Schmidt. He'll drive inside, low shot, no good. Loose ball, coming up with it is Olmsted. 5-4 Panthers. And coming across the timeline now is Olmsted. 13-17 left in the half. Olmsted now tries to drive inside. 15-footer from the left wing off the back of the rim. No good. Wolf with the rebound. Back to Stasek. Stasek across the timeline. Stasek now over to Schmidt. Puts it up and in. 6-5 Cardinals. And across the timeline now comes Olmsted. Olmsted now. Over to Hayden. Hayden now looking for a cutter. No one there. Now back over to Wolf. Or to Weber, rather. Weber drives in, whistle, and a carry. Carry on Weber. Coach Radetzky didn't like that call, but that's the call. And so now, inbounding it to our left is Bauer. Bauer over to Stasek. Stasek now across the timeline over to Foster, who's in. Tries to pass it inside, intercepted. Intercepted by Olmsted. Olmsted stops, let everybody go by. Scores up, 3 ball, shot short, no good. Rebounded by Stasek. Stasek back the other way for the Cardinals now. Onto the right wing. Cardinals lead 6-5. Back over to Forrester. He's on the left wing. Retreats back out now over to Bauer. 3 ball on the way. Shot's good by Bauer. 9-5 Cardinals. Approaching the 12-minute mark of the first half. Over to Olmsted now. Olmsted looking for a cutter. Still no one there. Now inside pass to Bates. Bates puts it up. And a whistle and a foul. And so going to the line for 2 will be Bates. Foul's going to be on number 12, and that is on Bartko. And so we're going to the line is Bates. Thank you to Bauer Bill Tire for all of your tire needs, rotations, and oil changes. Bauer Bill Tire. Prospect Street, Durand. First free throw was good. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. Visit the Cottage, downtown Durand, in the JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Bates' next free throw on the way is good. He makes them both. 9-7 Cardinals. And over to Stasek now. Stasek will come across the timeline. Over to Foster now, or Forrester rather. Now they hand it off and driving in from the baseline. The ball's hit, and Weber falls on him. Coming up with the loose ball is Bartko. Bartko now dishes it back out to Forster. Forster now over to Stasek. Stasek on the right wing. Puts up a 3-ball. Shot's good by Stasek. 12-7 Cardinals. And over to Weber now. Weber on the left wing. Back over to Olmsted. Olmsted to Hurlburt. Hurlburt looking for a cutter inside. Long cross-court pass to Weber. Weber left wing. 3-ball. Shot rims out. No good. Rebounded by Stasek. Stasek back the other way. Over to Forster. Forster now over to Bauer. 3-ball. Shot no good. And rebounded by Hayden. Hayden, loose ball. And Weber will come up with it. Weber now across the timeline. Weber over to Olmsted. Olmsted now looking for a cutter. Over to Weber. Weber left wing. Or right wing, rather. Over to Hurlburt. To Weber. To Hurlburt. Staying on the right side now. Back over to Hayden. Hayden over to Olmsted. Olmsted works off the screen. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it to Bates. Bates to Hayden. Hayden on the outside. Back over to Weber. Here comes the trap. Weber now over to Olmsted. Inside to Bates. Bates back over to Olmsted. Head fakes the 3. Back over to Weber. Or to Bates. Bates now back to Wolf. Or to Weber, rather. Weber now over to Olmsted. Olmsted fakes right, goes left. Now back over the other way to Weber. Weber to Hayden. Over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt back over to Olmsted. Inside to Hayden. Hayden in the lane. Puts up the tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Stasek. And back the other way now. And a shot, whistling a foul on Hayden. And so going to the line for 2 will be Forster. And thank you to Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store, Durand Fresh Market. Download the new app for even more savings. Visit freshmarketwi.com for more information. Numbers are us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. Rhonda bonded and insured. For a free, no consultation interview, just give Rhonda a call at 672-8093 or visit her online at numbersareus.com. That first free throw was good. Okay, so here comes the next free throw. Or it's, well, they still haven't changed the score yet. It must have been all right. So that first free throw was not counted, all right, due to a lane violation. And so over to Weber now. Weber on the right wing, over to Olmsted, 13-7. Cardinals, 3-ball, shot short, no good. Rebounded by Stasek. Stasek back the other way now. Inside pass over to Schmidt. Puts it up. That whistle is knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. And it'll stay Cardinal ball. Stasek now team bounded to our right. Stasek looking, inbounds it to Forster. Forster right wing now over to Schmidt. Schmidt now back to Bauer. Bauer over to Stasek on the left wing. Driving inside is Forster. Shot put up, no good. And rebounded. The loose ball. Hurlburt comes up with it. We have bodies on the floor and the whole deal. Weisenbeck now into the game for the Panthers. Hurlburt now over to Weber. Weber to Hurlburt, top of the key. Hurlburt trying to drive in, can't do it. Now back to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck over to Weber. Weber over to Olmsted. 3-ball on the way. Shot short, no good. They're cold again outside. And Olmsted goes down, and inside pass to Forster, up and in. We're going to get a timeout, Panthers. As 8:46 remaining in the first half, 15-7, Spring Valley. As we thank our high school sports sponsors, including 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more, visit wwt.coop. Durand Smokehouse, where the hog sale going on right now at Durand Smokehouse until March 31st. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand for more information. The Rooster Tail Grill, visit the Rooster Tail Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about the Friday fish fry as well. It's the Rooster Tail Grill, downtown Durand. Also, Galley Cheese Factory featuring meat and cheese trays. They also have homemade pizzas, too. Don't forget about the FFA Week cheese sale next week at O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. That actually starts tomorrow because technically FFA Week starts tomorrow. All right, timeout is done. Cardinals lead 15-7, 8:46 remaining in the first half. Inbounded to Hurlburt. So Hurlburt across the timeline now over to Weber. Weber has the ball knocked out of his hand by Stasic. So Weisenbeck now to inbound it on the far side. Inbounded to Hurlburt. Over to Olmsted now. Olmsted to Weber. Weber at the top of the key back over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt gets nearly double teamed. Now Hurlburt back over to Bates. Bates over to Weber. Weber to Weisenbeck. Fakes right, goes left, tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Out to Weber, top of the key over to Olmsted. Olmsted now to Hurlburt. Hurlburt nearly lost it out of bounds. Over to Weber now. Weber to Olmsted. Left wing, 3-ball. Shot's good by Olmsted. 15-10. They want to loosen up that defense. They're going to have to get those outside shots in. And inside pass now out to Schmidt. Schmidt out to Stasic, top of the key. Fakes the 3 over to Forrester. Long cross-court pass to Stasic. Stasic now drives in from the left wing. Puts up a shot short. No good. Rebounded by Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Olmsted. Olmsted across the timeline. Back to Weber. Weber on the left wing. Weber now to Olmsted. Back over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt tries to drive inside. Puts up a shot hard off the glass. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Weisenbeck. Hayden coming in now for Bates. And so inbounding it now to our left is going to be Bauer. Anderson coming in as well for Weisenbeck. And Saylor is now in. Inbounded to Stasic. 15-10 Cardinals. Across the timeline now comes Stasic. Stasic now over to Bauer. Bauer inside pass, shot up and in by Robelia. And so now it makes it 17-10 Cardinals. Olmsted across the timeline. Still at center. Works off the screen from Hayden. Over to Saylor. Saylor now in the right corner, comes out to the top of the key. Back over to Anderson, scores up, 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. And rebounded by the Cardinals. Back to Stasic. And inside to Wolf now. Wolf, shot, good. 19-10 Cardinals. So Hurlburt now will bring it up across the timeline for the Panthers. Cardinals leading 19-10, 6:21 remaining here in the half. Over to Olmsted. Olmsted to Saylor. Saylor inside to Hayden. Hayden now, whistle, foul. Foul on Stasic from the reach in. And so Hurlburt to inbound it now to our left. And Hurlburt looking, inbounded to Anderson, and it's going to be off of Anderson. So to go back to the Cardinals. And inbounded now to Robelia. He'll bring it up across the timeline. And over to Bauer. Bauer now. We'll get it across the timeline over to Robelia. Back to Stasic. Stasic now on the right wing. Inside to Wolf. Wolf, he gets triple teamed. Intercepted. Intercepted by Olmsted. Olmsted will let everybody go by. Inside to Hurlburt. Cross-court pass over to Saylor. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Saylor. And it's 19-13 now, Cardinals. Stasic across the timeline. Around the horn we go now over to Bauer. And we got players on the ground. Bauer's going to try to drive inside to Wolf. Does a spin move, puts up a shot, overlays it, no good. Olmsted to Saylor. Saylor up and in. And so now 19-15 Cardinals. Across the timeline is Saylor. Saylor over to Schmidt now on the right wing, looking for Wolf inside. Back over to Bauer. Bauer now to Schmidt on the right wing. And he's going to score up, puts up a 15-footer, shot no good, and tipped by Hayden to Olmsted. And across the timeline now comes Olmsted. Olmsted on the right wing, splits two defenders, whistle, foul. Foul will be on Robelia, and it'll stay Panther ball. They'll inbound it now to our left as Hurlburt to inbound it. 4:39 remaining here in the first half, 19-15 Cardinals. And so Hurlburt now on the inbound. Looking. Out to Saylor. And Saylor now. Comes down to the top of the key now, over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt left wing spurs up, 3 ball on the way, shot no good. And rebounded by Stasic. Stasic on the far side, across the timeline for the Cardinals. And now back to Robelia. Robelia over to Wolf, Wolf right wing. Wolf now, hands it off to Stasic. He's going to try to drive in. Hesitates now, drives in, hop, skip, and now he's got to throw it back to the outside over to Robelia. Robelia to Wolf. Wolf on the left post and has the ball knocked out of bounds. Is that a travel? One's going to call travel and the other's going to say out of bounds. And so they're going to go with the travel instead of it being Cardinal ball. Now we get a stop. Are they going to talk about it? No, I guess they're not going to talk about it. All right. So it'll be inbounded to Weber, who's back in. Back to Hurlburt. 19-15 Cardinals. And across the timeline now is Hurlburt. Hurlburt inside. Puts up a tough shot. Overlays it. No good. It's going to be off of Wolf, I think. And it'll stay Panther ball. And so now Hurlburt to inbound it. Looking, still looking. Over to Saylor now, right corner. Out of control, he stepped out of bounds. And so inbounded now to Stasic. Again, 19-15 Cardinals. 3:40 remaining in the half. Around the horn we go now over to Bauer. Bauer now back to Robelia. Robelia to Stasic. Stasic now dishes it off to Bartko. Puts up a shot, no good. Tip. It's going to be off of the Cardinals, out of bounds, and it'll be Panther ball. Thank you to Martin Transport. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue and Martin Transport. Also, the Cell Block downtown Durand. Weekly and daily specials, including the Friday Fish Fry. It's the Cell Block downtown Durand. Over to Hayden now. Hayden back to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now on the right wing. He's going to try and drive right baseline. Dishes it back out to Saylor. Left corner. 3 ball. Shot short. No good. And rebounded by Wolf. Wolf to Stasic. Approaching the 3-minute mark in the half. 19-15 Cardinals. Over to Bauer. He'll try to drive in now to Wolf on the right wing. Stasic, 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebounded by Hayden. Hayden over to Weber. Weber across the timeline. And Weber now will hesitate. Now he'll drive in, puts it up, and overlays it. Bates with the rebound. Shot no good. And rebounded by Stasic. Stolen by Hurlburt. Hurlburt up and counted in the foul. Foul will be on Stasic. And so now going to the line to complete the 3-point play will be Hurlburt. And so now Hurlburt to complete the 3-point play. Free throw on the way is good. So now it's 19-18 Cardinals. Over to Stasic. And Stasic across the timeline now for the Cardinals. Stasic now over to Schmidt. Schmidt now back over to Forster. Forster to Bauer. Bauer inside to Schmidt. Schmidt dishes it off now, and that is to Bartko. They get it back to the outside now over to Forster. Back to Stasic, top of the key. He'll drive inside, kicks it out to the wing. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. Bates to Hayden. To Hurlburt. And Hurlburt now across the timeline. Hurlburt back at center here as they try to set up the offense. Hurlburt now to Bates. Staying on the outside, inside to Hayden. Hayden in the lane, puts up a shot high off the glass, gets his own rebound. Out to Olmstead, 3 ball on the way. Shot's good by Olmstead. Spring Valley wanted a foul called and didn't get it. And Stasic back the other way now. Kicks it back out to the top of the key now. Over to Bauer. Bauer now, left wing, inside now to Bartko. Bartko tries to take the shot, can't do it. Retreats back to the wing. Now he'll drive back inside, puts up a shot, blocked by Bates, whistle, foul. Foul will be on Bates. And going to the line for 2 will be Bartko. Panthers lead by 2, 21-19. Take it to Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your outdoor needs, even camping needs and fishing needs. It's Ryan's Sports Shop downtown Durand. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for that 24/7 bait and tackle center as well. Heike Wealth Management, 3rd Avenue West, Durand. First free throw is good, providing clarity to your financial picture and helping you navigate toward a more prosperous future. It's HikeWealth.com for more information. First free throw by Bartko is good. Next free throw on the way, short, no good. So Panthers still lead by 1. Over to Olmstead to Hurlburt. 21-20 Panthers, a minute 18 left in the half. Back over to Bates now. Bates inside to Hayden. Hayden, stop, shot, good. He was right at the post. Makes it a 3-point Panther lead now. These two teams going back and forth here in this first half. Over to Forrester now. Forrester, ball tipped, loose ball. And whistle, is it a jump? Got guys sliding all over the place, jump ball. And so State Cardinal ball on the jump. All right. And it'll be inbounded to Stasic, who'll bring it back across the timeline. 50 seconds left in the half. Panthers up by 3. Over to Schmidt now, or to Bauer. Bauer now inside it to Bartko. Bartko, cross-court pass now over to Schmidt. Puts up the shot, go. Inbounded to Olmstead now. 35 seconds left. Panthers up. May try to set up for the last shot. Panthers up by 1. Over to Hayden. Hayden now over to Weber. Weber left wing back to Hayden. Hayden now to Olmstead. Olmstead off the screen. Pass is tipped and intercepted. And back to Stasic now. Stasic back the other way. He's going to score up. 3 ball. Shot short, no good. Loose ball. And it's going to be 7 seconds remaining, a foul. So the foul's going to be on Spring Valley. That'll be on Schmidt. So 7 seconds remaining. Panthers up by 1. And a full court Spring Valley press coming. Inbounded to Hurlburt. Hurlburt quickly up across the timeline. Splits 2 defenders. Puts up the shot. Overlays it. No good. Rebound. Up and in. And that's the half. Oh, boy. And Hurlburt with the shot. Coast to coast practically to make it 25-22. Panthers lead at halftime. And coming up, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show is next. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on WRDN.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency Halftime Show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown Auto Owners Insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
This is a special report from ABC News. Trump civil fraud judgment. I'm Daria Alvinger. A New York judge has ordered Donald Trump to pay $354 million. The ruling in a civil fraud trial that accused the former president of overvaluing his assets. ABC's Jonathan Karl says Mr. Trump was a fixture at the proceedings where his image was on trial as much as he was.
He testified he would come out and give his daily press conferences. He was using the courtroom as a way to be part of his campaign. But look what the judge said about Trump's testimony in this case. Overall, Donald Trump rarely responded to the questions asked, and he frequently interjected long, irrelevant speeches on issues far beyond the scope of the trial. His refusal to answer the questions directly, or in some cases at all, severely compromised his credibility.
This is ABC News.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Getting your biggest tax refund from Jackson Hewitt can lead to some spirited reactions.
Jackson Hewitt!
Jackson Hewitt is so sure they'll get you your biggest refund that if they don't, you get your money back plus $100.
Jackson Hewitt!
Switch to Jackson Hewitt and we'll beat what you paid last year, even if you filed online.
Hewitt!
Ain't nothing to it. Switch to Jackson Hewitt and pay less for tax prep, guaranteed. Proof of prior year payment required when filing. New clients only at participating locations through April 7th. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your business, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
Second-ranked Wisconsin and Minnesota are both riding winning streaks, entering their two-game border battle women's hockey series at LeBron Arena tonight. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Mark Johnson's Badgers have reeled off 13 straight, while the Gophers have won 8 in a row, but they're the last team to beat the Badgers. Fourth-ranked Badger men are in Columbus, Ohio, to take on the Big Ten's last-place team, the Stars Challenge and the Celebrity Game. The All-Star Contest is set for Sunday night. Both Wisconsin and Marquette resume their schedules tomorrow. Number 21 Badgers at Iowa, while the fourth-ranked Marquette Golden Eagles will square off against number 1 UConn in Big East action in Hartford. Round 2 of the Genesis Invitational on the PGA Tour underway today in California. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown Auto Owners Insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
the NASCAR Cup Series.
And the wait is over. The green flag is in the air.
Returns to the World Center of Racing.
Joey, look out. Oh, they're in the wall. A.J. Allmendinger is in the fence. The entire pack blows up.
For the 66th running of the Great American Race.
We're hearing that it is official. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has won the Daytona 500.
It's the Daytona 500.
Coverage begins Sunday at 12:30 here on WRDN.
Johnson survives to start Daytona 500. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
Are you ready to go back to the summer of '99? Creed is back. Summer of '99 tour. For the first time in more than a decade, with very special guests on select dates. 3 Doors Down, Country, Switchfoot, Tonic, Big Wreck, and Finger 11. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Creed, Summer of '99 tour.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Jimmy Johnson survived last night's Blue-Green Vacations duel to qualify for Sunday's Daytona 500. The Legacy Motor Club pilot battled against J.J. Yaley for the non-chartered slot and seemed to be on the cusp of missing the Great American Race until fate stepped in.
I mean, I'm literally going down the back straightaway, knowing it's the white flag. I can see the 44 car in front of me. He's like 4 or 5 ahead. And I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make the Daytona 500. I'm going to have to stand in the suite and shake hands during the 500 and not drive a car. Like, this is running through my mind as I'm catching him. I'm like, I've got to figure out a way. And then an almost wreck happens, and I leave it on the floor and hope for the best, and just went the other direction than JJ's car, and it worked out.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB, bankers who believe in your business, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School. Halftime, Panthers leading 25-22 on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Earlier tonight in boys basketball, Lewiston Altura defeated Wabasha Kellogg 72-53. And in the JV game, Durand won over Spring Valley 60-23. We have second half action coming up. You're listening to Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School as we get ready for the second half. Durand-Arkansaw and Spring Valley. All right, and so in the second half, Panthers will be going from left to right, Cardinals right to left. Panthers will get the ball to start this second half. Again, Panthers up by 3, 25-22. And inbounded to Olmsted, we're underway. And so across the timeline now over to Weber. Weber right wing. Weber now to Olmsted outside of the top of the key. Now to Hurlburt. Hurlburt tries to work off the screen, drives inside, cuts back out though, has to dish it back out to Bates. Bates now over to Weber. Weber top of the key, he'll drive in, splits two defenders, up and in. So Spring Valley now brings it across the timeline. That's Robelia. Robelia now over to Bauer. Bauer on the right wing. Bauer now over to Wolf. Wolf now to Schmidt. Back to Stasek. Stasek right wing. Stasek now retreats back over to Robelia. To Stasek. Stasek tries to work off the screen. Can't do it now. Now they'll get it inside to Wolf. Wolf in the lane. Kicks it back out now to Bauer. Bauer bounce pass inside to Stasek or to Schmidt. He has to retreat back out to the right wing. Bounce pass to Robelia. 3 ball on the way. Is good. 27-25 Panthers. And Hurlburt across the timeline now, or Olmsted across the timeline to Hurlburt. Now to Olmsted, top of the key over to Weber. Weber left wing. Weber inside to Bates. Bates has got Wolf right in front of him though. Cross-court pass to Hayden now. Hayden over to Weber on the outside on the far side. He'll drive into the lane. Stop, shot, short, no good. Rebounded by Wolf. Whoa! Should have been a foul there on Hayden. They didn't see it. Over to Robelia now. Robelia back to Bauer. To Wolf. Bounce pass now over to Bauer. Bauer to Stasek. Excuse me. Stasek now in the lane. Does a spin move. Shot, dishes it off to Schmidt. Puts up the shot. Whistling a foul. And the foul will be on Hurlburt. Going to the line for 2 will be Schmidt. Thinking of Beeves Restaurant in Plum City for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have daily and weekly specials. Visit Beeves' Facebook page for daily and new specials. That's Beeves Restaurant, Plum City. First free throw on the way is no good. Durand-Napa farmers visit Durand-Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and parts to keep the equipment running on the farm. Napa know-how with Durand-Napa, downtown Durand. So next free throw on the way by Schmidt is no good, and rebounded by Olmsted. Olmsted cross the timeline. He'll try to drive in. Whistle, foul. Olmsted goes down. It's before the shot. Foul's going to be on number 25, and that's going to be on Schmidt. And so Hurlburt to inbound it to our right. So Hurlburt looking, still looking. Out to Bates. Bates on the wing now to Hurlburt. Hurlburt at the top of the key. Hurlburt's going to try to drive in. And out of bounds. And so it'll go back to the Cardinals. And it'll inbound it now to Stasek. Stasek across the timeline. Over to Robelia. Robelia now back to Bauer. Panthers lead 27-25 to Wolf. Wolf now over to Schmidt. Schmidt to Bauer. Bauer back to Wolf. Wolf to Stasek on the left wing. Inside to Wolf now. Wolf cross-court pass over to Bauer. 3 ball on the way. Shot is no good. Tip. Loose ball coming up with it is Schmidt. Whistling a foul. Foul's going to be on Hayden. That's his second. And going to the line for 2 now is Schmidt. Thank you to Annabis Silo, your Coyote Tractor and Toro dealer. Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Provisions Health, healthcare your way. Find out more. Visit provisions.health. And Riverside Grill. Visit Riverside Grill. They have the tomorrow night's going to be the Saturday prime rib. Don't forget the Sunday roasted chicken as well. Of course, always the Friday fish fry at Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. First free throw was good. And next free throw on the way is no good. And rebounded by Hayden. Panthers still up by 1, 27-26. And so across the timeline comes Hurlburt. Hurlburt now over to Olmstead. Olmstead back to Hayden. Hayden now over to Weber. Weber cross-court pass to Olmstead, right corner. Now to Hurlburt, right wing. Hurlburt looking for a cutter. Here comes the trap, but over to Olmstead now, right corner. Bounce pass inside to Hayden. Hayden back out to Bates. Bates, right wing, over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt tries to drive inside now, outside to Hayden. Hayden squares up, 3 ball on the way. Shot rims out, no good. But Weber with the rebound. Over to Hayden. Hayden now to Olmstead. Olmstead, right wing, 3 ball. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Stasic. 3-on-1 break. He'll keep it himself. Puts it up and in. And the Cardinals now lead by 1. 28-27. And Hurlburt across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Hurlburt, top of the key now, back over to Olmstead. Bounce pass inside to Hayden. Hayden's shot is blocked from behind by Wolf. It'll stay Panther ball. Hurlburt to inbound it. Out to Bates. Bates now over to Weber. Weber to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now tries to drive inside, does a spin move. Now he'll stop, gets triple teamed. Head fake shot, short, no good. Rebounded by Wolf. And back the other way now comes the Cardinals. Wolf now. He'll go into the lane. Spin move blocked by Bates. And back to Hayden. Hayden to Hurlburt. 28-27 Cardinals. And so now Hurlburt over to Olmstead. Olmstead works off the screen. 15-footer shot up off the back of the rim. No good. Stasic with the rebound on the far side. Over to the right wing now. Now he'll retreat back. He won't take the 3. Hands it off now to Bauer. Back to Robelia. Robelia inside to Wolf. Wolf now. Cross-court pass to Stasic. Can't take the 3. Head fakes. Now he'll drive in. Does a spin move. Goes left and right. Blocked by Hurlburt. Hurlburt pushes it up court. 2-on-1 break. Puts it up and count it. And the foul. And so it'll be. And so the foul will be on Robelia. And going to the complete the 3-point play will be Hurlburt. Panthers now up by 1. And so now we got to stop here as the Spring Valley coach is asking for an explanation on the foul. And so Hurlburt now will. Tensions are getting a little high here, and we've got a problem with something. What do we got? Oh. Got water on everything on the ground? Okay. All right, after all of that, how about we shoot a free throw here? Panthers lead by 1, 29-28, 12:58 remaining. Excuse me. Free throw on the way off the back of the rim. Oh, it went in. Wow, I didn't think that was going to go in. And so Panthers up by 2, 30-28. Across the timeline is Stasic. Stasic now will keep it over to Robelia. Robelia on the right wing. Back to Stasic, top of the key. Stasic now to Schmidt. Schmidt now back to Robelia. Robelia inside to Wolf. Wolf can't hang on. It goes out of bounds. And so Hurlburt to inbound it. Inbounds it now to Olmsted. And Olmsted now across the timeline over to Saylor. Saylor now back to Hayden, top of the key to Olmsted. Olmsted's pass intercepted. Intercepted by Spring Valley. With the interception was Bauer. Back over to Schmidt now. Schmidt on the right wing. Panthers up by 2. To Forster now. Forster looking for a cutter now. Fakes left down. Oh, he'll hand it back off to Stasic, top of the key. Stasic now isn't going to be able to take the 3. Back over to Schmidt, right wing. Schmidt now hands it back off to Forster. Forster squares up. Long 3 ball on the way. Short, no good. Loose ball, and coming up with it is Schmidt. Now another real long 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by Saylor. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 5, will be on Forrester. Timeout. Spring Valley, 30-28. Panthers lead with 11:39 remaining here in the game. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning services online at goodrichfh.com. Alcivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, is Alcivia Co-op. Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy. 212 West Prospect Street, Durand. And Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit adventhealth.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, and tell them thank you for their support. Without their help, we wouldn't be here tonight at tonight's game. We have fans waving across to other fans across the way. It's like I'm trying to figure out who they're waving to. All right. The timeout is, I think, done. Here we go. And again, Panthers lead by 2, 30-28. Weisenbeck is in now for the Panthers. He'll inbound it. And inbounded to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now across the timeline. Hurlburt now kicks it back out to Olmsted. Olmsted over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck to Hayden. Hayden left wing. Back to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now cross-court pass to Weisenbeck on the right wing. And now to Olmsted. Olmsted top of the key. Will try to split 2 defenders. Can't do it. And loses the ball. And then another. Then lost the ball. And now we get a whistle and a foul. And they'll call it on Spring Valley. They're going to call it on Forster. Yep, okay. And so Weisenbeck to inbound it. Oh, Olmsted's been able to stay out there with that ankle. He's had some pretty tough spills out there. Been a very physical game tonight. Weisenbeck now to inbound it to our right. Inbounded to Saylor. Saylor's pass is going to be knocked out of bounds. Wow, what a nice dive by Bartko. It'll stay Panther ball. Panthers lead 30-28. Out to Hayden. 11 minutes remaining in the game. As now back to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck right wing. Weisenbeck over to Hurlburt. Now to Olmsted. Olmsted to Saylor. Over to Weisenbeck. Right corner 3 ball. Shot's good by Weisenbeck. And quickly back the other way now. Forrester on the right wing. Over to Bauer. 33-28 Panthers. Now inside to Bartko. Bartko. Bounce pass now to Schmidt. Schmidt drives in from the left wing. Puts up the shot under. Lace it. No good. Rebounded by Hayden. To Olmsted. To Saylor. Saylor up and over. Lace it. Whistle and a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on number 23, and that's, or 32 rather. That'll be on Bauer. And so thank you to Sundstrom & Company, your local tax experts. It is tax time. Call Sundstrom & Company at 672-4425 to schedule that appointment today. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, your Whirlpool appliance dealer. With installation and service, downtown Durand. First free throw, no good. And Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Next free throw on the way by Saylor is good. 34-28 Panthers. As Stasek now will bring it across the timeline for the Cardinals. And nearly lost the ball, and but gets it back in control, and a shot put up short, no good, rebounded by Saylor. Saylor quickly back the other way, 2-on-1 break. Oh, offensive foul. And so it'll go back to the Cardinals now. Bates coming in for Hayden. 10-13 remaining in the game, 34-28 Panthers. And so now Stasek across the timeline. And top of the key now over to Bauer. To Stasek. Stasek now will head fakes, now drives inside, kicks it back out to the corner. 3-ball on the way, shot no good. Tip, rebounded by Bartko. Kicks it back out. Top of the key. 3-ball. Shot's good by Bauer. 34-31 now, Panthers. Over to Hurlburt. And Hurlburt now across the timeline for the Panthers. Leading by 3. And he loses the ball. Knocked out of his hands. It'll stay Panther ball. And so Hurlburt to inbound it to our right. And Hurlburt now. Looking. Still looking. Better hurry. Over to Weisenbeck now. Weisenbeck drives in. Puts up the shot. No good. And loose ball. And still a loose ball. Saylor comes up with it. And a travel called on the Panthers. Saylor's on the ground. And so now Stasek across the timeline. Stasek now tries to drive in, kicks it back out over to Bartko. Bartko now back to Bauer. Bauer, top of the key, inside to Stasek, puts up a shot off the back of the rim, no good. Tip, gets his own rebound. And back over to Bartko. And he goes out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds. It'll go back to the Panthers. Panthers lead by 3, 34-31, 8:58 remaining. Inbounded now to Hurlburt. Hurlburt across the timeline. Hurlburt now goes around one defender. Back over to Weisenbeck. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by Billy Weisenbeck from the left corner. And Stasek now across the timeline for the Cardinals. Setting up the offense. Now he head fakes. Now he steps back out. He'll put up the 3-ball. Shot's good by Stasek. He was setting up Hurlburt for that. 34-37. Panthers still lead. Approaching the 8-minute mark. Olmsted to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck, left corner. Back out to Olmsted. Olmsted to Bates, top of the key. Now to Saylor. Saylor, right wing to Olmsted. Top of the key. Head fakes the 3. Splits 2 defenders. Puts up a shot. Whistling a foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be on Bauer. Jamison Bauer for the Cardinals. The line for 2 is Olmsted. Thank you to Adams Super Service, your Napa Certified Gold Car Care Center, downtown Durand, with loaner vehicles available while they fix your vehicle. NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Free throw on the way is good. Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning. Look and feel your best at Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness access downtown Durand. And the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. Please thank all of our sponsors as they make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. First free throw was good. free throw on the way, no good. And rebounded by the Cardinals. So Stasek will bring it up across the timeline now for the Cardinals. And he'll get it around to Wolf now. Wolf over to Schmidt. Schmidt now back to Bauer. Bauer, 3-ball shot, no good. And Stasek comes up with it. Stasek now over to Robelia. Robelia over to Bauer. He'll drive in. 15-footer on the left baseline, no good. Rebounded by Hurlburt. 38-34 Panthers. And across the timeline comes Hurlburt now. Hurlburt over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck now looking for a cutter. No one there. Now to Hayden, who's back in for the Panthers, to Almstead. Almstead to Hurlburt. Inside to Bates. Bates left baseline. Tries to drive inside. Can't do it. Has to kick it back out to Hayden. Hayden now over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt now works off the screen. Now to the right wing. Outside to Hayden. Hayden scores up. Long 3-ball. Whoa! Grady Hayden. Holy cow, from downtown. And across the timeline come the Cardinals. Panthers lead 41-34. Wolf now has to kick it back to the outside. Bauer, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Bates. To Almstead. Approaching the 6.5-minute mark left in the game. Over to Weisenbeck now. Oh, Weisenbeck, I thought that would have been a foul, but they don't call it. To Hayden. Hayden fakes the 3. Now to Almstead. To Hurlburt. Back to Hayden. Hayden on the left wing. Hayden over to Almstead back at center now to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck left wing. He's going to try and drive inside. Nope, back out to Hayden. Hayden on the right wing. Over to Hurlburt. Hurlburt backs inside to Hayden. Hayden, ooh, they cut him off just as he was going to try to drive in. To Weisenbeck, back to Hayden, left wing. Hayden now to Almstead now. Almstead, cross-court pass to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck over to Hayden. Panthers lead 41-34, down to the 5:40 mark. Over to Almstead. Well, you can applaud all you want that you got good defense, but they're salting away the clock here. Hurlburt now. Whistle, foul. Foul is going to be on number 25 as Schmidt. And going to the line now for the 1-and-1 will be Hurlburt. 5:30 remaining. Almstead's going to come out. Weber's coming back in. So Hurlburt down to the line for the 1-and-1. Boy, this first one's going to be real important. Panthers up 41-34. First free throw on the way is good. Excuse me. All right, next free throw on the way from Hurlburt. And it's good. He makes them both. So 43-34 Panthers. 5:29 remaining in the game. Stasek now across the timeline. Timeout, Spring Valley. 5:26 remaining. Panthers leading 43-34. Thank you to Jerry Bear & Sons with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabas Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. Bauer-Built Tire with over 80 years experience. Let Bauer-Built take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call for an appointment. 672-8300 or visit them online at BauerBuilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. It's The Cottage, downtown Durand. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Market. Download the new app for even more savings. Visit freshmarketwy.com for more information. And Numbers Are Us, your daily money managers, downtown Durand. Rhonda's bonded and insured. Give them a call at 672-8093 or visit her online at numbersareus.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting these broadcasts. Without their support, we wouldn't be here tonight. So thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, so the timeout's done. It is Cardinal ball. Panthers lead 43-34, 5:26 remaining. And so inbounded now to Stasic. And he'll come across the timeline to Wolf now. Wolf to Stasic. Stasic now to Bauer, right wing. Cross-court pass now to Robelia. Robelia, left wing. And around the horn we go now over to Schmidt. Schmidt now to Stasic. Stasic scores up. 3-ball. Shot short. No good. Rebounded by Bates. And back to Weisenbeck. Nearly intercepted, but Weisenbeck comes up with it. Timeout Panthers as Weisenbeck was in trouble. And so we'll take a timeout here with the Panthers still leading 43-34. Thank you to Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand, where the hog sale going on now through March 31st. Visit Durand Smokehouse, Highway 85 Durand for more information. 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Visit wwt.coop and the Rooster Tail Grill. Visit the Rooster Tail Grill for the daily specials. Taco Tuesday, Wing Wednesday, Friday Fish Fry. The pizza specials tomorrow at Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. So Weisenbeck to inbound it. Right to our right. Looking, and out to Hayden at center. Over to Weber now. Weber now to Bates. Bates right wing. Over to Weisenbeck. Weisenbeck back to Hurlbert. Hurlbert now to Hayden. Hayden now. Over to Hurlbert. Hurlbert right wing. Approaching the 4:30 mark. Staying on the outside. Weisenbeck to Hayden. Hayden left wing. Back to Bates, top of the key. Over to Hayden now. Hayden to Hurlbert. And Hurlbert now back to Hayden. Nearly lost it. This is a danger playing stall ball, though. Got to have some type of offense here. Over to Weisenbeck. Head fakes the three from the right wing. Over to Hayden. Hayden now. Back to Hurlbert. Hurlbert now to Bates. Bates now back to Hurlbert. Hurlbert comes down to the right wing. And it's out of bounds. And it'll stay Panther ball. Well, down to 3:46. No, I think Olmsted's coming back in. Okay, Weisenbeck's coming out. All right. Panthers lead 43-34. All right, here we go. Bounce pass to Weber. Weber inside to Hayden. Hayden up and in. Oh, I think they caught him a little flat-footed there on that inbound. And across the timeline now over to Stasic. 45-34 Panthers. 3:30 remaining in the game. Back to Stasic. But Spring Valley can... Oh, look out. Loose ball. Oh, but what a save. Back to Robelia. Robelia and Stasic's up limping. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Tip. Wow, what a save to Stasic. 3-ball. Shot's good. Holy cow, what a save by Bartko. Over to Weber. Weber to Hayden. Hayden across the timeline. 45-37 now, Panthers lead to Weber. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on 25 Schmidt, his fourth. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 now will be Weber. 3 minutes remaining. And so, free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded now by Bauer. Bauer across the timeline for the Cardinals. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And Olmsted with the rebound. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on Bartko. 1-and-1 for Olmsted. Well, it's his first one is the most important one, so you get the second shot. 45-37, Panthers lead, 2:51 remaining. Free throw on the way is no good. And rebounded by Schmidt. And 3 ball on the way, partially blocked. Loose ball on the floor, scramble for it. And it'll be a jump ball, it'll stay Spring Valley ball. And so Stasek to inbound it to our left. 2:39 remaining. Inbounded quickly to Bartko. Left corner. Bartko now over to Stasek. Stasek now gets it outside to Robelia. Robelia to Stasek. Stasek, they're trying to set up the three. Stasek gets it outside now over to Bauer. Bauer now kicks it back out. 3 ball on the way by Robelia. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hayden. Hayden to Hurlbert. Hurlbert to Olmstead. Olmstead bomb to Bates. Bates off the Weber. Weber up and in. Wow! And back the other way. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded. Loose ball. And coming up with it is Olmstead. How did he come up with it? To Weber. Oh, whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Bartko, his third. Going to the line for 2 now is Olmstead. Panthers lead by 10, 47-37, 2 minutes remaining in the game. Our Bowerville Panther postgame show coming up. Talk with Coach Radetsky. We're going to also have a chance to talk with Coach Terpstra. First free throw is good. As well as they celebrated, they honored Coach Terpstra tonight, 33 years, 29 of them supporting Durand Athletics. So we're going to talk with Coach Terpstra as well. And free throw on the way is good. 2 big free throws by Olmstead, 49-37 Panthers, 1:59 remaining. Across the timeline comes Stasek. Stasek kicks it back out to Robelia. Robelia now over to Bauer. Back now to Robelia, top of the key. Now over to Stasek. Stasek's going to drive in. Puts up a tough shot, up and in. Whistle timeout. Timeout Spring Valley, 49-39, Panthers lead. 1:43 remaining in the game. Think at O'Galley Cheese Factory, meat and cheese trays available for any type of get-together. Don't forget about the homemade pizza from O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25 Durand. Martin Transport, visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. And the Cell Block, visit the Cell Block for the Friday Fish Fry on Fridays with the all-day soup and salad bar. Ryan Sports Shop, downtown Durand. For all of your fishing needs, don't forget about the 24/7 bait and tackle center from Ryan Sports Shop, downtown Durand. And Heike Wealth Management, 3rd Avenue West Durand, providing clarity to your financial picture to help you navigate toward a more prosperous future. Visit HeikeWealth.com for more information. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Don't forget this weekend we have the Daytona 500. Sunday afternoon at 12:30. And so Olmstead to inbound it now. It's a bomb to Hurlbert. Hurlbert now over to Weber. Weber bounce pass inside to Bates. Bates up and in. And quickly back the other way. Shot put up and in by Bartko. Over to Olmstead now. Olmstead. Cross court pass to Weber. Weber over to Hurlbert. Hurlbert over to Olmstead. Olmstead to Hayden. 1:16 remaining. Over to Weber. Whistle. Foul. Foul will be on Stasek, his third. And going to the line now for 2 is Weber. 1:14 remaining. Panthers up by 10. Panthers have the double bonus. And so Weber now. First free throw on the way is good. And free throw on the way is good. He makes them both. So quickly back the other way is Stasek. Panthers lead 53-41. Three ball on the way. Shot no good. Tip back to Hayden. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on number 10, and that's going to be on Robelia. And so going to the line will be Hayden. 1:02 remaining. Panthers up 53-41. Thinking of Beeves Restaurant, Plum City. Visit them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, daily and weekly specials as well. Visit Beeves' Facebook page for more information. Durand-Napa Farmers. Visit Durand-Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, parts, and more to keep the equipment running on the farm from Durand-Napa. Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Prime Rib Saturday, the Chicken Special Sunday from Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. First free throw was good. Free throw on the way. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Stasic. Quickly across the timeline come the Cardinals. 54-41 Panthers. Stasic kicks it back out. 3-point on the way. Shot, no good. Tip back over to Hurlburt. Loose ball, still a loose ball. And they get it back out to Stasic on the steal. 3-ball. Shot's good by Stasic on a fadeaway 3. Timeout, Spring Valley. 40 seconds remaining. 54-44 Panthers. Thank you to Annabis Silo, your Coyote Tractor and Toro dealer. Annabis Silo, Highway 25 Durand. Provisions Health, healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health, and also Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials, called the Goodrich Funeral Home of Durand for more information. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. Talk with Coach Radetsky. We're going to talk with Coach Terpstra as well. Preview our next broadcast. Maybe get some scores on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. 40 seconds remaining. Panthers up by 10. All right. So Hurlburt to inbound it. Inbounds it to Weber. Weber back to Hurlburt. To Bates. Over to Olmstead. Back to Weber. Weber gets fouled. Foul will be on 10. That's going to be on Robelia, his fourth. So Weber to the line for 2 with 32 seconds remaining. Well, got to make the free throws here. Simple as that. Also, with the NASCAR kicking off this weekend, we'll have the United Rentals 300 Xfinity Series race tomorrow. That'll start at 3:30. First free throw, no good. Next free throw on the way by Weber is good. He makes the second one to make it 55-44. Over to Stasic. And across the timeline now to Robelia. Robelia back to Stasic. 25 seconds remaining. Squares up. 3-ball on the way. Partially blocked. And Olmstead with the rebound. Gets it over to Hayden. Whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Stasic. And so now Hayden to shoot 2 with 17 seconds remaining, 55-44. Panthers lead, and free throw on the way is good. And free throw on the way is good. He makes them both. Saylor comes in for Olmstead. Also coming in for the Panthers now, Brady Weber for Bates. Panthers leading by 13 with 13 seconds remaining. 17 seconds away from clinching at least a share of the Dunn St. Croix Conference title. And across the timeline is Stasic. Stasic has the ball knocked out of his hands. Oh, they're going to say it's off of him. Are you really? I think they're going to talk about this. All right, they changed the call. And so inbounded to Stasic. Now Stasic across the timeline. Back to Stasic now. Right wing, puts up a long three, shot, rims out, no good, gets his own rebound, kicks it back out to Bauer. Bauer, three ball, shot, no good, that's the game. And your Durand Panthers have clinched a share of the Dunn St. Croix Conference boys basketball title with a 57-44 win tonight over Spring Valley. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand Panther boys basketball on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bowerbuilt Panther postgame show, brought to you by Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bowerbuilt Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bowerbuilt, built on service.
And welcome back to Durand High School, where tonight the Durand-Arkansaw Panthers defeat Spring Valley 57-44 in boys basketball. Let's run down scoring tonight for the Panthers. Parker Olmstead had 9 on the night. Luke Weber had 7. Blake Saylor had 6. Billy Weisenbeck had 6. Grady Hayden had 10. Ethan Hurlbert had 15, and Dane Bates had 4. With the win, the Panthers do clinch at least a share of the Dunn St. Croix Conference title. They do have to just win next week to have the title outright, but they are now 12-1 in the conference, 19-4 overall. For Spring Valley, Stasic had 16 on the night. Forrester had 3. Robelia had 5. Bartko had 3. Schmidt had 7. Bauer had 6, and Wolf had 4. With the loss, the Cardinals fall to 10-3 in the Dunn St. Croix, 17-6 overall. A very, very, very physical game tonight by both these teams. And it will be very interesting to talk with Coach Radetsky tonight here about his thoughts on this game here and on how physical it was. We're also going to have a chance to talk with Coach Terpstra as well, as they recognized him tonight, and so we're looking forward to doing that as well here coming up during our Bowerville Panther post-game show. We'll look and see if we have some scores right now on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. From earlier tonight, Lewiston Altura defeated Wabasha Kellogg 72-53. It was Goodhue defeating Schaefer 72-57. That again in boys basketball as well. Other games on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard tonight: New Richmond at Rice Lake. That in girls hoops. Elma Pepin at Lincoln. Lewiston Altura at Wabasha Kellogg again in girls basketball. Colfax at Glenwood City in boys hoops. Menominee at River Falls in girls basketball. Elk Mound at Elmwood Plum City. That in boys basketball. Lake City at Cannon Falls in boys hoops. And Boyceville at Mondovi also in boys basketball tonight. Baldo and Woodville is at St. Croix Central in boys hoops as well. So those are some of the and we have a halftime score. Red Wing leading Austin 32-28. All right, so Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky joins us. Coach, wow, that was a physical game. Holy cow. I guess Parker's ankle's okay. He played a lot.
He did, and he gutted it out. He kind of rolled his other ankle a little bit, a little tweak there at one of those falls he had. But, yeah, he really gutted out tonight for us, and real impressed on how he could play after, a week ago today is when he had that bad sprain. So hats off to him. I mean, he did a really good job defending. They have their big shooters, Bauer and Stashik, and he was guarding one of them, and he did a really good job knowing where he's at, fighting through screens with that bad ankle, and then handling the ball for us and under their kind of pressure. So in a big physical game. And he gets up and gets those big rebounds. He's all over the place, so nice performance by him.
In the very beginning of the game, we kind of talked about it. Mondovi did this to the Panthers. We're going to pack it inside because you can't make it outside, and that's what was happening early in this game. We weren't making those outside shots.
Yeah, we really couldn't get it going for us from the outside. I mean, Blake Seiler came in, knocked one down, and then he had a steal layup. That was kind of a big run for us in that stretch when we got down 9. So him coming off the bench and giving us that little spark was huge in the first half.
Big, and again, a very, very physical game, just like the game against Mondovi. But wow, they were really trying to set up that three. You could just see how they were trying to set up threes, and then it went cold for them in that second half. Do you think they just ran out of their legs?
It seemed like they ran out of gas because they had to work a lot. They had some possessions where they really had to work, and our guys are working on defense, but when they're doing that and then they got to defend us, that can take some legs out. I thought Grady Hayden did a great job on their big. He kind of nullified him. He wasn't a big factor in a good stretch of the game because he was able to body him out, and he got a lot of rebounds. I'd be interested to see how many rebounds Grady had. So I thought he did a great job on the defensive end. And Billy Weisenbeck came in a great stretch there, had those 2 threes each corner pocket, knocking them down. So I thought that was great. Another guy off the bench that sparked us there to stretch our lead out to 10. Just a really nice all-around team game there.
Well, again, you've clinched at least a share.
Yep, got the share
of the conference title. Just got to win the game next week. Congratulations.
All right,
Coach.
Thank you.
That is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Justin Radetsky on the way. We hope to as well talk with Coach Barry Terpstra. Now he's with grandkids at the moment, and so I might be totally forgotten here, but we're hoping to have a chance to talk with Coach Terpstra as well. And we'll also wrap up, we'll give you our next broadcast as well. We'll tell you about that here coming up. That's all on the way here on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, being brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mull Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw boys basketball here on WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mull Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Durand-Arkansaw High School, where the Panthers win tonight 57-44. I'm going to see if I can't. Oh, they're putting some. They had special T-shirts made. Coach Terpstra's family had some special T-shirts made, so they're putting it on him right now. We hope to see if I can get his attention. Let's see if I can't. I'll just keep kind of waving. All I need him to do is turn around, and he'll see me. Hey, Randy. Oh, they're going to take another picture here. Their family members are taking some pictures, so we'll try and get another one of those. And really wanted to talk with Coach Terpstra. We'll see if we can't do that here before we sign off for the night. He's done so much for Durand-Arkansaw athletics over the years. And all right, so they got another picture. And now he's got all the he's got the wife and all of the daughters and all of that now too. So So they're going to take another picture. We'll wait a couple minutes here. Our next broadcast will be coming up next Thursday, by the way. The Panther boys will try to win the outright Dunn St. Croix Conference title as well, as they will be taking on Boyceville here at Durand-Arkansaw High School. We'll have that game for you on Thursday night of next week, 7 o'clock with the Advent Health Panther preview, and 7:15 with the tip-off. All right, so still taking a few more pictures here, and hopefully then they'll be done with that. Are they all done with that? I think so. So now I gotta do something. Oh no, now they're gonna do another one. Well, coming up, we're gonna have the United Reynolds 300 here coming up on tomorrow, the Xfinity Series race from the Daytona 500, the Daytona International Speedway, and then on Sunday it's the Daytona 500, the Great American Race. All right, now let's see if I'm waving. Oh, good, he saw me. All right. So we're going to get Coach Barry Terpstra to join us right now.
Yeah, to get rid of my family there.
Well, Coach, the way they were taking pictures with you there, I didn't know if I was going to be able to talk.
Oh, they got kind of crazy with that a little bit. So.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thanks.
29 years here with Durand Athletics?
29 with Durand basketball, yeah.
Wow.
About 28 to be exact. 1 year Mosinee, 4 in Pepin. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Wow. Now, you've done a lot with football as well, and they recognized you during the football season, and I heard about the Durand special in football that you came up with. So did you have a Durand special for basketball?
I've been trying to get it put in, but he hasn't. We used to run this back in 99, 2000 with our state tournament team, and been trying to put that lob in, but we don't really have anybody that can elevate to put the ball down. So
we have some tall players, but they don't jump very well.
We don't jump and catch very well. So, but been trying.
It's been
campaigning behind the scenes.
Exactly. Over the years, what's been some of your best memories with working all these kids? I know my daughter Brianna, she was helped with the football team. She like a lot of the kids, they just loved you. But what's your memories of working with these kids?
I think about, most of the time that I've been here, it's either been coaching JV, or when I came back, it was C team because I wanted to go watch my girls play. Mm-hmm. So I tried to make just about as many games as I could with my girls, and that was quite a few, and I put a lot of miles on. But probably some of my best memories, I had some awesome JV teams that went on. I had some great success stories with kids who went from sophomores to, not being all that great to being all conferences seniors, and to me that's a heck of a compliment seeing that happen.
Well, and all these there were kids, there were adults up here raising their hand. I had Terpstra as a teacher.
I look at like this current set of boys, whether it was football or whether here in basketball too, and I had a majority of their parents in class. I coached their parents. They played basketball, even as freshmen, sophomores. Some didn't move on from there, but I coached them back in that day too, or little kid camp. So, it's pretty cool hanging around parents' night or after games, and I'm talking with kids I coached or parents I coached a long time ago. And
what's the secret to coaching kids?
You see on the back of my shirt, the shirts that my family made up. You got to have trust. You got to believe in the kids. You got to believe in them. And so I guess I put a lot of blind faith in the kids that they're gonna perform and they're gonna come through. You treat them as individuals. You treat them as people, and you try to make. And I guess I could say is the parents here in Durand are awesome. And I'd like to think that maybe the school, maybe me, we had an impact on having great people here. And classy kids love it. And JR hit it on the spot when he talked about what some of the things that we strive for, and we're on the same page. That's what we want. We want classy kids who play hard and learn the game. So
now, in talking with Coach Radetsky, you have apparently a unique ability that high school team mascots. So he goes, you could just name one, Brian. I'm like, okay, that's what I really wanted. That's the whole reason I really wanted you up. All right, New Berlin West.
They're the Tigers, I believe. No, they're the Lions. No, that's Eisenhower's the Lions.
That's Eisenhower's the Lions.
New Berlin West. You got me on that one.
It's the Vikings.
The Viking. Oh, that's too bad.
See, I went to New Berlin, but you knew you know. Okay.
You know, I've been around the state tournament way too many times, watching teams, and actually New Berlin Eisenhower would have been the team we would have played if we'd have won our game down at the boys state tourney. So.
Wow. Well, going to New Berlin West, you know what? It was a good day when the Lions lost. No matter what it was, even if they were in the state tournament, we were rooting for the other.
They were huge that year. I think they had 2 6'10" kids. So
that would have been a challenge.
But
that could happen. Muskego. I'm probably cheating because these are all Southeast Wisconsin.
This is Muskego. No, you got me on that.
I don't even know it. So you could have made up anything. It's almost going to be
I tell the kids, I probably know a quarter of the teams, but that's over 100 and some schools. You know, it's like,
wow.
You know, it's just it's just stupid knowledge. I don't know why I can remember that stuff,
but you can't remember the phone number, right?
Sometimes,
exactly.
I don't remember my kids' phone numbers. I just press the dial. So
there you go. Well, Coach, again, congratulations. Hey. It's been. You know, I've always liked to razz you when you've been down there. You know, I tell the refs to throw you out. Have you ever been thrown out of the game? Because I've never seen you get. You know,
did Radetsky put you up to this or not?
No.
Is my wonder. So the answer to that is yes, I did.
Really?
One game, and that was a JV boys game many years ago, and actually I was on Parents' Night. But Rod Rosemeyer was a volunteer coach, and he took the team home and won the game for us. So, that was a bad number in the book and just a few mistakes on my part. But it cost me.
Sometimes it's just. And you've done a lot of reffing too. Now I heard. Did you threw Coach Radetsky out of a game?
No, I did not.
Oh, you gave him a technical.
I might have, yeah.
Okay.
But we also coached again, like you said, we coached against each other one time.
And then
it's sad to say he won me, and he won that game. And
you've reffed.
I've reffed quite a bit. So
that's a hard job. I mean,
that's part of my. I'm looking at. I've thrown out some feelers. I'm thinking about getting back into reffing full time. So you might see me do a varsity game here or there. So
well,
that's my 2 good knees now. I can actually run a little bit, so it's awesome.
There you go. Well, again, Coach, congratulations again.
Thank you, Brian.
That is Coach Barry Terpstra again. They recognized him tonight with all of his hard work that he's done for the Durand-Arkansaw School District with all of the different athletics, and it's really great to be able to chat with him as well tonight. So congratulations to Coach Terpstra. Well, we hope you enjoyed the game tonight. What a game. Panthers win it 57-44. The JV game wins it. The Panthers win 60-23. The Panthers, all they have to do is win next week against Boyceville, and they will be the sole Dunn St. Croix Conference champions for 2023-2024. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw Boys High School Basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.